So the other day, um, you posted something that was very interesting that I thought that we should make a video post about, or give some more content to, and that was the topic of cooperation versus individualism.
Yeah.
Um, could you elaborate a little bit more about what do you mean by that?
Yeah. So the post was that I've been through a lot in my life that has moved me from individualism to cooperation.
Hmm.
And by that, I mean that I've been challenged a lot where I'm in situations where I want my ideas to be first. I want my ideas to be acted upon. I
Hmm.
want I want what I want, and it is not as it's not as effective to the team to move forward if I stay in that place. And those were really hard lessons to learn over my lifetime, but especially within our family dynamic, um, I've just experienced that if I allow the ideas of others to be incorporated with my ideas, or if I allow the idea of others to lead first, that we can move forward still, you know?
Hmm.
And but that was, like I said, it was a really hard lesson to learn for me.
So in terms of individualism, like what does that mean in the direct contrast? Like what is individualism and cooperation? Because I think that that is so important, and especially in all different realms of relationships,
Yeah.
whether it's whether it's romantic, or friendship based relationships, or even family relationships. A lot of times that you know we lose sight of the cooperative
Mhm.
purpose of the relationship,
Yeah.
and what becomes more important is the direct reflection of individuality.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so speak a little bit about that.
Well, I think that we're taught from very young to be unique and individual and to let your personal light shine. And we're not so much taught how that light comes together. You got a friend. How that light comes together with. It's on me. What is it? What is it?
I got you.
Is it in my hair?
It's good. You going away?
How that light mixes with other lights to make something even better and brighter.
Hmm.
And so when I say individual, I was taught that my independence was somehow attached to my power.
Hmm.
And if I gave up my independence, and I'm giving up my power. If I
Hmm.
gave up the fact that my idea was the best, I'm the smart. Growing up, I'm the smartest. I'm the most beautifulest. All of that good stuff.
Hmm.
I'm high on my pedestal.
Hmm.
And when I got into groups with other people, or cooperative situations, those messages rang in my mind as my ideas are going to be best,
Hmm.
especially because I can articulate myself a lot better than some other people that I've been with.
Hmm.
So, and that's family, that's anybody, any type of environment. Um, and so I think that we as people have that kind of that relationship stuck in our mind with individualism and power, when true power comes in cooperation.
Exactly.
When two people, two minds, three minds, four minds can come together and accomplish a goal, it becomes so much better, so much greater, that everyone could come together and benefit. Like, everybody gets to come to the table and eat, you
Exactly.
know?
Exactly. See, because for me, what that means is um, like you said, in terms of the individual. Sometimes we we want to shine as an individual in the team
Right.
more than we want the team to shine.
Right.
But as a collective, if we can show that we both if we can show all aspects of our team, then that makes more sense. Like it makes it resonate, and it makes it a much more powerful um,
So,
result.
right.
You know, as opposed to it just being one person's ideas and one person's view. You know, like all great things, all great communities in this world through history are a representation of the collective,
Absolutely.
of collective cooperation,
Absolutely.
rather than
The individual.
individual.
Even when you see an individual placed in a position of power, they didn't get there by themselves.
They didn't get there by themselves.
Yeah.
And it's truly a manifestation of the collective's work and
Absolutely.
effort.
Yeah.
You know, so and it is you know, just to bring it back and to talk about relationships a little bit more. I think a lot of times in relationships, what we have is you know, we have people fighting for their individual representation of themselves,
Of themselves, yeah.
instead of understanding the cooperative nature of the team.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Especially in romantic relationships.
Mhm.
You know, and from you know that brings in a certain concept of submission, and
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
always one-sided submission. You
Right.
know, it's like, you know, a lot of times people hear submission and they think of only women, and you know, as a married man, I can say that there are a lot of things that I submit to your will.
Yeah.
You know, to the will of my wife,
Right.
and it's for the it's for the greater good of the team.
Absolutely.
You know, it's I understand that there are some things that, you know, I'm gonna have to compromise and downright submit on, because it makes for a better result for the team
The team.
at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, and sometimes that's a hard thing to see, and it's a hard thing to you know, actually manifest.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I
to
think
live
it
by.
has a lot to do with ego too.
Yeah.
You know, as
Definitely.
if I want to, if I admit that your way might be better,
Mhm.
that your idea might be better, then that means I have to let go of my own. You know, I have to let go of
If I
the.
sound like this, I'm completely left from. I just want to know, cause this,
I don't know. You can kind of see. Why you have to be standing over me like that?
because I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable.
I'm not comfortable with my big belly on this slanted log, but you know what? I'm making it work. That's why I can't film with you. Anyways, so a person has to be able to identify and challenge their ego in times of submission. When you know that the other person, or even if you don't know, but you just are in a position where one of you, we need to move forward with someone's idea, just to release the ego and just move forward. In order to move forward and be okay with a little bit of failure.
Well,
Like-
see, that's something that you just said that's very important, and I think that it's that may be the scariest part. Is that when you know, it's cool, but when you don't know, and those are the times of you know, question, when people are being asked to submit in a situation that they're unsure of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm not comfortable on this whole little
Then
thing.
get down. This was your choice. You would.
I think you could see me.